So we're here with Chris from Remaindermen. Their album
Border States
just dropped on June 15th of this year. And my first question would be, you guys have a lot of strings and horns in a few of your songs. I'm interested to know if that was written in ahead of time, or were you in the process of writing it and decided to throw in strings or horns just to kind of layer the sound?
Yeah, everything was written ahead of time, and all of the players were kind of picked out, and all the parts were written down in a program, and we kind of like wrote MIDI parts of what we kind of sounded like what we thought they should sound like, and we sent that to the horn players and the cello player ahead of time.
Okay, so you guys had it all. Were you guys recording together, or was it you guys did your pieces and then they did theirs separately?
They did it separately, like after most of the other stuff was done. Like that was some of the last things to be laid down. So we had already, like, we recorded it in kind of chunks, and like we recorded most of our parts in early January, and then went back in I think March and did overdubs, and then brought in the horn players and the cello player.
Okay. It seems like listening to your record, from Oh Immaculate all the way through Tides In, there's this kind of feeling of life and, just living the hand you're dealt and go for broke, and by the end it kind of seems like kind of the death at the end of the record is, this feeling is kind of fallen, and at least for me, if you could kind of give us some of the themes you guys were writing about, and kind of the process you guys use for like lyrics and like which comes first, melody, or do you guys work on the lyrics together?
We don't really work too much on the lyrics together. Like as far as lyrical content, that's always been entirely up to PJ. Our songwriting process is pretty collaborative. Like if somebody wants to make a suggestion to somebody else's part, everybody's very open to doing that. We definitely, all of us who play instruments, definitely provide a lot of suggestions. But PJ writes pretty much all the lyrics. We might kind of throw in like, hey, maybe the vocal melody should sound a little bit like this. But he kind of wrote all the lyrics, and I think the way we ended up laying the songs out, they just kind of lined up that way to where, like, it almost sounds like it was meant to be.
Yeah.
The way the vocals are lined out.
Yeah, I agree.
But it just kind of happened by like a happy accident in a way, like it wasn't planned.
Yeah, it's good when the track listing, when you go into, you don't really know what order you want them in.
Yeah.
But then it works out.
We didn't pick the track order until like the night before the master copy got sent off to the pressing plant.
Really? Well, you did a really good job. It flows together really nicely. And you guys started out as an instrumental piece.
Yeah, we did. It actually started off with three guys, the current bass player, the current guitar player, and another guy, Ryan, who played keyboards in the band for a couple years. And they just started playing in Mark's apartment in Bloomington. And at the time I was living in Indianapolis, and I would come down and join them and play. And we started doing like house parties and stuff, and it was instrumental. And then we got our friend PJ to start singing a little bit. And then he started singing more songs, and we kind of went from playing house parties to playing shows. And
yeah, so adding vocals, was that something that you guys kind of thought you needed to do to keep going forward as a band, or was it more you met PJ and you guys all worked well together, you felt like it was the right way?
No, I mean, a couple of the guys, the original keyboardist and the guitar player, went to high school with PJ, and we were kind of playing and just decided to kind of, take it that direction, like have vocals, and at that time I don't think we were thinking about like being a band, it was just kind of some people having fun on the weekends.
Right.
Type of thing.
Yeah, and your record, Border States, which is available on iTunes and also on nowrec.com,
Yeah.
which is Nowhere Records website. Like I said, it's a great album. I really enjoyed it, even though I thought it was a little too short. But you guys,
yeah, it is short.
But you guys have a remix album coming out down the line in a couple months.
Yeah, we have a remix album that'll be it'll be free, and you'll be able to download it off the Nowhere Records website. But we're gonna do a remix release show where we're gonna record a song for the album, and then we have a bunch of different friends and fellow musicians, kind of just like almost like an inner circle type thing, remixing a bunch of the songs. It's like our original keyboardist who's doing a remix, and some of our best friends, and guys we went to college with, and people like a guy that I used to play in a band with. And then we'll release that on October 30th. And just that one night, you'll be able to get like some kind of physical copy. Those will be the only physical copies.
Is that going to be? Are you guys doing CDs or are you doing vinyl copies?
They're going to be digital downloads, but we're going to get somebody to kind of design a cool package for them.
Okay.
So there's a couple of different ideas that are floating out there, but I don't want to give them away.
Okay. And the show is October 30th at Beat Kitchen.
Yeah.
Here in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Upcoming, you guys have a show Thursday, the 19th at Empty Bottle.
Correct.
For somebody who's never been to a Remaindermen show like myself, what should we expect?
Well, I say live, we definitely will change things up a little bit. We're not a band where once we record our songs that's the way they're set. If we come up with a better idea after we record, like we'll go ahead and do that, and we'll tailor the songs for the live setting, and we try to do a lot of transitions, and we might play like 3 or 4 songs like nonstop and find cool ways to segue them together, or ways that we think are cool.
Yeah.
To segue them together. So there's a lot of that. So like sometimes you might see us live, we might play like 35 straight minutes and find a way to like loop everything together, and some of the songs might be a little bit different than the way you heard them on the albums. And
yeah, that's great. I hate it when bands play an album and it sounds exactly like the record. I hate going to a live show and having that, so that's good. And we were talking before, you said you had a couple other shows coming up. Not in Chicago.
Yeah, we'll be playing September 10th in Madison, Wisconsin. I'm not exactly sure where yet. There's another band that's putting that together. Then we're playing. We're also playing the 3rd at Kel's Bar, which is kind of like in the Southwest Loop.
Okay.
It's kind of like a weird dive bar. We've never played there before, but it'll be a fun change. And then we're playing September 30th in Indianapolis, and October 1st in Bloomington, Indiana.
Okay. And is there anything that you, in listening to your music or seeing you guys live, is there anything that you guys think the audience should be taking away from your music? I mean, it seems to be a very fun group. You guys, the band sounds very cohesive. Like you're getting along really well. Is that kind of what you want to bring out? Is just just having a good time?
Yeah, I mean, I think ultimately, like, you guys just want people to enjoy it.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be like you're not coming from a political message or anything like that. It's just...
No, I mean, I think there is some kind of hidden messages in the lyrics, or some definite social observations, but not like, completely blatant.
Right, you're not beating the listeners over the head with it.
Yeah, but I mean, I think we really like molded into basically a pop band. We kind of started off as this really drony instrumental band where we played some of our songs were like 20 minutes long.
Yeah, like a explosions in the sky type thing.
Yeah, a little bit. And now it's like 4-minute, like pretty structured, a little more thought out, kind of fun pop song. So.
Yeah, well, I hope people check out the record, and I hope people come see you Thursday the 19th at the Empty Bottle. I will be there. ChicagoTunes will be represented. Chris, thanks a lot for sitting down with us. Seriously, we look forward to hearing some more music from you guys.
Yeah, thanks for having us.